The forgotten story of Black Jesus, why it matters today. For centuries, the image of Jesus has been shaped by culture, art, and tradition. But what if the true historical Jesus looked different from what many have imagined? Could his appearance and the forgotten stories about him carry a message for us today? Let's uncover the truth about the Jesus history forgot. 1. The historical Jesus. What did he really look like? Jesus was born in the Middle East, in the region of ancient Judea. According to historical and archaeological research, first-century Jews had dark skin, woolly hair, and Middle Eastern African features. Yet for centuries, many depictions of Jesus have been influenced by European art rather than historical accuracy. 2. Early African influence, the spread of Christianity. The early church had deep African roots. Simon of Cyrene, who carried Jesus' cross, was from North Africa. The Ethiopian eunuch was one of the first recorded Christian converts, Acts 8:27. Many early church fathers like Augustine, Tertullian, and Origen were African. Christianity was not a European religion. It had African influence from the very beginning. 3. Why was his true image forgotten? As Christianity spread, cultural depictions of Jesus began to change. European artists during the Renaissance created images of a lighter-skinned Jesus, reflecting their own societies rather than historical accuracy. These depictions became dominant, influencing how millions viewed Christ. But history tells a different story, one that was lost, ignored, or rewritten. 4. The significance of Black Jesus in modern faith. Why does this matter today? Because Jesus came for all people, regardless of race or background. Recognizing Jesus in different cultural depictions reminds us that he is not confined to one image. He is for the oppressed, the marginalized, and the forgotten. A Black Jesus speaks powerfully to those who have been overlooked, showing that God is with them. 5. What the Bible really says about race and identity revelation. 1:14-15 describes Jesus with hair like wool and feet like burnished bronze, features often associated with African and Middle Eastern heritage. Galatians 3:28 reminds us that in Christ, there is neither Jew nor Gentile, slave nor free. We are all one. The true message of Jesus is not about race, but about spiritual identity and unity. 6. Restoring the true image of Christ in today's world. In modern times, recognizing the diverse images of Jesus helps break down racial and cultural barriers. The truth is, Jesus belongs to no single race. He came for all nations. Restoring his historical image is not about division, but about reclaiming the inclusive love of Christ for everyone. The true image of Jesus is not about skin color. It's about the message he carried. A Jesus who represents all people reminds us that his love, grace, and salvation are for everyone. The question is, are we ready to see him beyond what tradition has told us and embrace him for who he really is?